Hi everyone, this week in science, we will be looking at the sounds of waves. All right, so let's go ahead and start reading from our book. All right, highs and lows. When we talk about a sound, we might say it is high. A small bird's chirp is a high sound. Other sounds are described as low or deep. When we talk about how high or low a sound is, we are talking about its pitch. The pitch of a sound is related to the frequency or speed of the vibrations coming from a sound source. High frequency vibrations move quickly. Low frequency vibrations move slowly. High frequency vibrations produce a sound with a high pitch. A sound with a low pitch comes from low frequency vibrations. Adjusting a sound source, such as a musical instrument, to produce a certain pitch is called tuning. Getting in tune. Most musical instruments make sounds in one of three ways. String instruments, such as the guitar or violin, make sounds with vibrating strings. Musicians either pluck the strings or move a bow across them. The strings are tightened or loosened with tuning pegs. Each string is tuned to a certain pitch. Other pitches can be produced by pressing down on the strings with the fingers. This shortens the strings, making higher pitches. In wind instruments such as the flute or trombone, sound is produced by a vibrating column of air. Pitch is controlled by varying the length of this column of air. A flute's pitch is controlled by placing the fingers over the holes in it. This shortens or lengthens the column of air that vibrates inside the flute. This works the same for the clarinet, which is what I play. And here's a picture of the flute. A trombone player's lips vibrate against the mouthpiece. When the player blows, the player tenses and relaxes the lips to produce different pitches. The player also controls the pitch by moving a slide back and forth. This changes the length of the column of air inside the trombone. With percussion instruments such as the kettle drum, sound is made by striking the surface. Pitch depends on the tension, which is the tightness or looseness, of the surface. The kettle drum can be tuned to various pitches. This is done by loosening or tightening the surface of the drum head. Big sounds, small sounds. Tuning varies the pitch of the sound of an instrument makes, but the size of the instrument is important also. Big instruments generally make lower vibrations than smaller ones. The smaller the instrument, the faster the vibrations, and the higher the sound. Inside a flute, there is a smaller column of air than inside a trombone. A cello has a bigger body and longer strings than a violin. It also makes a deeper sound. Bongo drums make higher sounds than bass drums. All right, that's all we will read today. I want to show you what a flute sounds like in case you don't know. So here we go.
Into that beautiful playing position. So let's do some scales together to warm up. We want to find your...
Here is a trombone playing. And here are the kettle drums, and you can see this woman here with all these big drums next to her. These are the kettle drums, so we'll listen to that. So she's tuning them with her feet, making the top part of the drum here like tighter and looser, and that's what controls the pitch. All right, and then you have just a question, one question to answer on Canvas, so make sure you answer that question.